Tuesday. We'll wait for everybody to get loaded up and come in and join us. And if you will, if you're watching, please just go ahead and share with everyone so that they know we're here and they can catch us live. Catch me live, catch us all live, and we can all talk together about different things and share our opinions. And if you will, as I said, please just share on Cloud Hub. Good morning to you, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Good evening. Thank you for being here with me. I'm sure that in a moment we'll get Rumble up and going, and then we can get started, and YouTube will be up and going and listening with their AI at everything that I say. It's so great to know you're so wanted by YouTube. Um, anyway, I hope you had a great President's Day and hope you're ready to get the week started. And we have a new topic today, and I hope you will enjoy what I have prepared for you. I apologize. I made weight loss one word. Should be, in my opinion, but it's supposed to be two words. What can I say? It is what it is. So, without further ado, I hope you're doing well, and let's get started. And at the end, we'll have a little discussion on what we just saw. So, let me bring this up and we'll get started. All right, today we're going to be looking at weight loss. Is there a secret to its success? Is the struggle to lose weight real? Well, a poll of 2,000 Americans who have tried to lose weight at any point in their life found that 95% have tried to lose weight within the last 5 years. 44% have struggled so much over the past half decade that they've ended up gaining 21 pounds or more. For the year ahead, 62% said that they are planning to lose an average of 22 pounds to reach their goals. Over half, or 58%, however, recognize their weight loss goal is ambitious. And you can see, looking at the American population, having to lose 22 pounds, if 62% feel that they have to lose an average of 22 pounds, we have a weight problem in the United States. At least that's my opinion at looking at these figures. And those 72% said losing weight this year is is a major priority, I should say, for them. Nearly as many, 71%, believe there are a lot of challenges making it difficult for them to lose weight. So, what are the biggest challenges to losing weight? 28% say that maintaining willpower is the biggest challenge to losing weight. Others say a lack of motivation, 27%. Some feel that eating healthy foods is a challenge to losing weight. I guess a lot of that depends upon, have you ever been taught to eat healthy foods and to even know what healthy foods are? I mean, do we even talk about that anymore? Some feel that overcoming hunger is a real challenge to losing weight. And I understand this because I've tried to lose weight before and I was hungry all the time. And when you're starving, the last thing that you think about is losing weight. But the only thing that you can really focus on is how hungry you are. And then you continually ask yourself, is it worth it? At least that's been my experience. Now, other major challenges people said they face include the pure difficulty of losing weight, just in general. 26% say it's just hard to lose weight. And I'll tell you, it is. And, if you have a family, let's say, heredity comes into it, genes, genetics come into it, that can make it difficult. And also, your age can make it difficult for you to lose weight because the older you are, especially women over 50, it's very difficult, or at least more difficult, to lose weight. And I think some doctors recommend that before you turn 50, that you get rid of some of that body fat so that you won't be struggling with it afterwards, or like when you turn 50. Now, some say the challenge is the expense associated with weight loss. Well, I think for a lot of people when they try, let's say, Weight Watchers or Nutrisystem or some other type of weight loss programs, it can be very difficult. And I absolutely agree. And then you wonder, gosh, are they interested in my weight or are they just interested in my money? And then you kind of lose focus because you're worried about how much money you're paying into trying to lose weight. Some find that even finding time to work out is a challenge to losing weight. And I totally understand that because a lot of people are rushed. They have families, they've got work. Work goes more sometimes than 8 hours a day. And you just don't have a lot of time to spend taking care of yourself, is what it boils down to. Many place the blame on distractions in their life, such as health issues. 25% blame it on health issues and the reason that they can't work out or can't lose weight or can't eat well, whatever the case may be. Others say it's money problems. They have debt, they're worried about their debt. You can't go out and 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 sort of invest in, if you will, in a gym membership when you're worried about your debt. It's just not possible for some people. They have children, they have other bills that they have to pay that are necessary. So you tend to put yourself last. And a lot of people feel that social media is an issue. I think a lot of times people sit and dwell on social media and spend hours on social media when they could be spending that same amount of time on themselves in getting healthy. Now, do people still set weight loss goals? A study revealed that 73% of Americans said that losing weight is great at first, but then it slows down and plateaus. Now, that's a lot of what they'll tell you, let's say in Weight Watchers, that you'll start losing weight quickly. In Weight Watchers, it's geared towards this is, and I know because I tried Weight Watchers years ago. Weight Watchers is geared towards getting this quick weight loss in the beginning. So you look at it, you're motivated. It's like, wow, I've lost, all these pounds, maybe 2 to 4 pounds in 1 week, 10 or more pounds a month. And it's like, wow, I'm really going. And you're watching the pounds drop off. And then all of a sudden you hit this plateau after you've been sort of um, conditioned to believe that the weight just going to drop off and you're going to be happy and healthy, and then all of a sudden you plateau and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, and you start losing motivation, you start losing faith in the process, and you start sometimes gaining some of the weight back. Now, similarly, 72% claim it feels like forever before they see any weight loss results. um, and even then, the average person can only tell that they've lost weight after 20 pounds. I've been there. I really have. In the beginning, when I was losing weight, it came off slowly, and I was thinking, am I really going to lose weight? I mean, how long is this going to take? Am I ever going to see any progress? And I will tell you though, I saw progress and felt a difference after 5 pounds. So I'm not sure if those people can't see anything until they lose 20. Maybe they are really, really overweight. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Because if let's say you weighed 140 pounds and you lost 20 pounds, you'd be able to tell the difference. But if you were, let's say, 350 and you lost 20 pounds, you might not feel the difference right away. Now, why do people lose focus? I have a theory. Maybe because their focus wasn't right in the beginning. Could that be? So why do people really want to lose weight? Let's look at that and move forward into, what are we really doing here? Is the focus really in the right place? Now, the reason that people claim that they want to lose weight is because, personal reasons, such as I want to improve my appearance. 43% feel like that. 39% feel more confident in themselves after losing weight. And 39% say they want to address a major health concern. So when I see that, I think about, yeah, it's great to look better and feel better. But you're wondering, for me at least, I'm sitting here, could major health concerns have been avoided, eliminated, or reduced if only the focus had been the correct focus in the beginning? While most everyone wants to lose weight to look better and feel more confident, could those reasons be part of why many people don't succeed in their weight loss journey? Would people be more successful if they focused primarily on being healthy for themselves, their children, grandchildren, and their family in general? I mean, is the focus in the wrong place? Is the focus, when you're sitting there saying, oh, I want to look better, I want to feel more confident? Those are, I don't know. To me, those are kind of ancillary. To me, the real focus should be on your health. Because if you are healthy, in my opinion, everything else is just better. Now, maybe being healthy so they won't end up in a hospital, having poor health that requires long term medication or medical treatment in general should be the main motivating factor and focus. And I have to wonder sometimes, does Western medicine lull us into a false sense of security that if we do nothing to help ourselves thrive, then a prescription of pills will? I mean, how many people do you know, and I know several, who aren't worried about their blood pressure being high because they say, well, I can just take a pill. And then I have normal blood pressure. Or somebody says, I don't have to worry about my cholesterol. I'm on a statin. But they don't take time to really think about, are there other repercussions when you're not getting to the root of the problem, but you're putting a band-aid on it? What are we looking at long term when you're taking pills for to lower your cholesterol instead of eating properly and maybe lowering cholesterol the natural way, or doing things that will lower your blood pressure, and long term you're taking a beta blocker or something else to help you keep your blood pressure low? What happens if, for example, and we don't usually live in a world like that, but what if we had something where you couldn't get the blood pressure medication or you couldn't get the statins? What would you do then? You wouldn't have to worry about that at all. It wouldn't even be an issue if you were taking care of those things naturally, if you were able to. So, or maybe you care about your health, but the social pressures of working out at a gym are too much or just not appealing. Now, a lot of people, they are focused on their health. They want to do better. They want to get in shape, not to look good and be confident, although, like I said, it's sort of ancillary, but they don't like going to a gym. You know, they don't. It's a lot of times you go to a gym. It's a let's take a selfie. Let's see who has the latest gym equipment or the nicest gym clothing or something like that. And let's face it, there are a lot of younger people at the gyms because they're going there to be seen. And they're going there sometimes just to, yes, and get fit. That's another thing. But is that really an environment that a lot of people feel comfortable in? Honestly, I know for myself that I don't like going to the gym because it's become a fashion show, like I said, and a place for selfies. I also don't like using equipment that others have sweated on. Now, I know they clean the machines, but not every single time when someone has finished, and it just does not appeal to me. I mean, I know I used to go to the gym and I'd watch people lift weights or work out on certain machines or whatever, and sweat would just be pouring off of them on down their body, on their hands, all over all the equipment, and they would just get off. They wouldn't even wipe off the equipment. And nobody's there to, clean things because you can't have that many people working there to clean things all the time like that. And so somebody else gets on right after and touches somebody's sweaty equipment. Ugh, not for me, but I understand if a lot of people don't care. I also know what it's like to work all day and then try to work out after work. Probably not going to happen. I know that, a lot of people after work, they've got to get the kids, they've got to get them fed, they've got to get them bathed, they've got to make sure the schoolwork is done. And there's no time to go to the gym or, work out in your house in a home gym or take a walk or this or that. There's just no time. It's very difficult. So all of these things can negatively impact your weight loss goal to become healthy. So then what can be done instead? First, get real with yourself. Be honest. Then get focused on your health. Don't focus on anything else. Ask yourself if you are in good health or if you could be in better health. Then ask yourself, what could happen short term or long term to your health if you don't make a change? I'm looking at this because before I started making a change, I wasn't honest with myself. I knew I wasn't in good shape. And I would sit around going, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get in better shape, but it's okay. I want to go ahead and just do what I want to do and not even think about it. It's going to be all right. It's fine. And I wouldn't really sit there and have that honest conversation with myself about, are you really in good shape or could you be in better health, right? Could you be in better health? And then, what about your short term or long term impact if you don't get yourself healthy? I didn't have those conversations. I would have fleeting moments of thinking about that, but I really didn't follow through with it. And as I've shared before, I had to make a change when I found myself overweight, pre-diabetic with high cholesterol. I wasn't heading in a positive direction and I knew it, but it was confirmed when I went to my doctor and he told me, yeah, you're pre-diabetic, you're overweight, you have high cholesterol, and blood pressure was up there. I also knew I had to make a change or I wasn't going to be healthy. I said, make a change, or I wasn't going to be healthy. And that's true. I started envisioning a life of prescription drugs, constant doctor visits, and maybe hospitalizations along the way. I didn't want that, so I chose to make a change to be healthy. First, I changed what I was eating and went on the Mediterranean food plan. I know you've heard me talk about that so many times, but there was no quick weight loss on that plan, but I remained patient and soon began to see results. This wasn't a get quick fix problem here of weight loss. This was let's eat better. And in eating better food, you're going to lose weight naturally. Most people will. Not everybody, perhaps, but most people will. And when I was eating the Mediterranean food, and I still am, I wasn't hungry. I haven't been hungry. I haven't been starving. I don't have to sit and go, oh my gosh, is this all worth it? I'm starving. And all my attention goes to being hungry. It hasn't been that way for me. It's good food. It's healthy food. And again, there's I mean, I'm sure you can go online and you can find a plan that you can follow every day to the T and you won't have to think about anything. Those plans are out there. But I didn't pay a penny for a plan. I went online, I looked up recipes easy Mediterranean food recipes of different kind, chicken, other things, fish. I don't eat fish, but there's so many recipes out there and they're easy to make. They're very easy to make. It's not going to take you a long time where you're going to be sitting there going, oh, I can't do this. It's too much. It's not that way. And again, it's healthy. You're eating healthy. You feel good about what you're eating and you're not starving yourself. Now, I hate to exercise. I think I've probably made that clear with a workout and going to the gym, but if I did make it clear, I hate to exercise. I've always hated to exercise, but I knew I wanted to be healthy, so I had to find the motivation. Mindset is everything. Basically, when in order to get healthy and stay healthy, you have to make a change, that really is motivation because if you don't do that, the results, the consequences are so negative that if you are healthy at all mentally, you're going to choose the path of a healthiness, right? And you're going to be motivated to be healthy. So out the door I went walking. For me, lifting weights, going to a gym, and all that is not for me. Should I lift weights? Yes. Do I lift weights? Not yet. I'm going to start doing those type of things and trying to get stronger, but I want my heart to be strong. If my muscles are the only thing that's strong and my heart muscle isn't, then I've got issues and I've got real problems to concern myself with. Now, I walk about 2 miles every day. In the beginning, I wasn't happy about it because I'm like, oh my gosh, 2 miles. And 2 miles really isn't a lot. I do it at a fast paced walk, but now I've gotten to the point because I've done it for so long. I'm not happy if I can't go for a walk. And, there are some days I walk more than 2 miles. This past weekend, for example, I walked about 5 miles on Saturday and a little less on Sunday. I felt great knowing that it was good for me. Now, some people have the motivation to walk after work. I've never been one of those people. I would suggest, if somebody wants to get that walk in, get up early or walk in the morning before work, or maybe during lunch. Take a shorter lunch break, or go for a half hour walking and then come back and eat lunch, or vice versa. You'd be surprised at how great it can make you feel, both mentally and physically. And that's the key. It's once you start feeling better mentally about something, about your health and your well being, it motivates you on its own to help you get healthy. I also believe we need to view weight loss as a lifelong goal, not to just lose weight, but to be the weight we need to be in order to stay healthy. But it's lifelong. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go do this for a couple of months and then I'm going to stop doing it. I think, and I've read a lot of things where, and this is just my opinion, what I've read, I've surmised, as you get older, you need to keep moving. It helps you mentally, also helps you physically, and it keeps you healthy. Again, I believe the focus must be on how can I be as healthy as I can be? And your health is based upon factors that are relevant to your health and what your doctor or nutritionist feel will work best for you. Each person is different. So keep your important goal, your health in mind, and start working toward it. Be honest with yourself and then put one foot in front of the other until you are where you want to be health wise. It's my opinion that there's no quick fix to becoming and staying healthy, but the proper focus and mindset is going to get you there. And it is amazing that, as I sat and thought about it, like what has been the reason of some of the things that I have failed in the past to lose weight and maintain that weight loss, and more importantly, not just losing weight, but being healthy. And I had to surmise it, and I thought to myself, because my goals were not the correct focus. I wasn't focused on being healthy in the short term, being healthy in the long term. I was um, more into like, well, okay, it's going to make me look better. I'm going to feel better when I look better. Those are all good, but they're ancillary. They really are ancillary to the bigger picture of staying healthy, being healthy so that you're not going to the doctors either now or in your older age because you have some medical conditions that have developed because that you have been unhealthy. And I think the younger you start, and the earlier you start with your focus being on the fact that you want to be as healthy as you can be, the better you're going to be, and the more that you're going to be able to maintain your being healthy and your weight where you want your weight to be. Um, I don't know about you, but like the only thing I learned in school was you should have meats, vegetables, fruits and bread or whatever every day. It's kind of like you want it to be balanced. Did that really go far enough? I don't think so. It was it the school's responsibility to teach me? No, probably not, but they were teaching that. So I think in teaching that, they should have taught the proper way, which is again, how can you be healthy? What do you need to do to be healthy? And each person is going to be different on that. I know some people, I mean, it's hard for me to believe that are like 300 pounds and they don't have high blood pressure. Okay. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. Are they healthy? I would say probably not when you get down to it, right? Because there's going to be issues with uh, carrying that much weight around all the time, your heart having to pump harder, perhaps, your weight bearing on your legs and what that's doing to your joints and things like that. If eventually you can't walk or can't walk well, you can't exercise, that's going to prevent you from being as healthy as you can be. And, again, also, the doctors don't really tell you what you can do to be healthy unless you really sit them down and make them tell you, right? Just like my doctor, he wanted to give me pills to pop. He didn't want to sit there and tell me, well, Susan, if you just lose weight and here's the way to do it, then you'd be healthy. Well, why is that? Well, I mean, if you take a cynical point of view, and cynical could be the realistic point of view, if you're healthy, what are doctors going to do? You won't need them. So the doctors will go out of business or they won't have as much business as they normally would unless you are in an accident or somehow get hurt or something comes up unexpected. But think about it. If you do eat well, exercise, stay positive mentally, you probably won't be making as many trips to the doctor and the hospital as perhaps other people have done, or maybe you've done in the past as well. And we're always talking to people about, you got to prep for the unexpected, right? You got to get enough food, you got to get enough water in case there's an earthquake, in California, or in case the grid goes down, whatever. All true. I mean, you got to be somewhat prepared. So why aren't we prepared health wise, right? If you are physically and mentally in the best shape that you can be, if something like that hits, the better off you are going to be, right? The more likely is that you're going to survive something like that. But do we ever think about those things? I don't think the majority of people do. And they certainly don't keep them in mind when they're on a weight loss or a health and wellness journey. It's all about right now, I want to look better, I want to feel more confident, not I need to lose weight because I need to be healthy. I need to exercise because I need to be healthy. I want to be healthy for myself, my kids, my grandkids. And the event, something, happens unexpected, like an earthquake or the grid goes down or whatever. And if the grid goes down, and let's say you're on, 7 medications to help you, what's going to happen? Do you think that people are going to be able to get their medication? Are they going to be able to get their refills and things of that nature? Maybe eventually, maybe not. I don't know. But if you're healthy and you're doing things so you won't need those medications, you're going to be better off. Now, that doesn't mean that because you're healthy, you're going to survive everything, right? I just think that you have to try to put yourself in the best possible position so that if the unexpected happens, then you have perhaps a better chance than you would if you were unhealthy. Deb says she enjoys doing light weights and legs can get exercise by doing a bike. Yeah, I think that, some weightlifting of some sort, whether those are dumbbells or, even isometrics people are talking about can help with blood pressure and things of that nature. I haven't researched it as much, and that's why I haven't really talked about it because I think it can also cause additional issues that are a little bit problematic. And so I'd like to look more into that. But let's see, doctors guesswork in a white coat. Yeah, that's what Curtis was saying over on Rumble. I mean, it's hard to know. Uh, what all that you need to do, but you can discuss it with a doctor, you can discuss it with a nutritionist, you can do research, and you can just get out there and start. I mean, most of us know, right? Most of us know, Curtis was saying he needs to stop drinking sodas. Sodas are bad for you. The sugar alone, is bad for you. Everything else in there is bad for you. I mean, it's just, they don't book they don't put the Cokes and the Pepsis and everything else, all the sodas on the shelves that with above that says organic food or health foods, right? We know automatically they are not healthy for you. And the more you drink, the worse it is. Those carbonated drinks and things like that can be bad on your kidneys, can overwork different areas of your body. I don't know, liver probably has a lot, some things that goes through too, gallbladder, on and on and on, rather than pure water. And I know people a lot of times say, I don't want to drink water. I just don't like it. I can drink water, got water here. You could add some little fruit juices to it, a natural lemon juice flavor, nothing that has sugar in it or other things that are chemically based, but natural things if you can't drink the regular water. I also drink kombucha. I've talked about kombucha. I've been drinking kombucha for years. I have one 20, I think it's like 24 ounces, maybe a little bit less, of kombucha per day. I really like it. I like the probiotics in it and the antioxidants and all that other stuff. And I think it helps me. I've done research on kombucha. I really like it. Kombucha in the store to me tastes horrible. It's too vinegary. I can't stand to drink it. But what I make, it's well blended. I have a great recipe for it, and I love it. And it is something to add to what I'm drinking with the water. And also, I drink, as you know, the decaf Gorilla, organic Gorilla coffee. So you do need the water, though. You need the water to help your system, to help your organs, to help your skin. It helps in weight loss and everything else. And it's good for you, right? I like the filtered water. This isn't the filtered water. I mean, I guess it has some filtration in it, but I have the Alexa Pure Pro that I use for water out of the tap in order to run that through what it needs to run through to get out most of or a lot of the bad stuff that's in your water. Let's see, we have any more questions. So, does anybody have any questions? Any thoughts about what you've just seen? Any thoughts about what I'm saying? Any suggestions that you have? Things that you've done that you feel have helped you in your health and wellness journey? And again, I hope what some of the things that I'm talking about are helping you and helping you to realize maybe it's time to make a change, that you could do things better and differently to help yourself. And also, I hope that you are giving these to, sharing them with others so they too can try to live a healthier life. Let's see, if you are healthy, you have more enjoyment in your life, Deb said. I think that's true, Deb, because you're not worried about, all the aches and pains that you have, or the fact that it's hard for you to get up and down, or you can't breathe very well, or, all this other stuff that you think about when you aren't healthy. It really comes into play, both physically and mentally. It's draining on you. And it doesn't mean that overnight you're going to quit everything or you're just going to become healthy overnight. It's going to be all resolved. Even when you're healthy, there are issues that pop up. But I think when you're healthy, there are less issues perhaps that pop up, and you can take one step at a time, one thing at a time that you can do to improve your life and to help you toward becoming healthy and well in your own journey and what's right for you. And again, speaking with your doctor, they can tell you, what weight you should be at, maybe what you should eat. I love the Mediterranean food plan. It's been the best thing that I've ever done for myself. Like I said, I tried Weight Watchers. All Weight Watchers did, I lost weight, I lost it quickly, and guess what? I gained it right back. Because when I stopped eating those small portions that I was starving to death on, I gained the weight back. Now, Weight Watchers would probably tell you, well, that's not how it's done, or we don't starve. But that was my experience. So I have to tell you what my experience was. It worked, got the weight off fast. I didn't feel well in doing it. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel healthy. And again, I gained back all the weight that I lost and then some. That's not what you want to do. Absolutely not what you want to do. You want to maintain that weight loss once you get it. I've been maintaining mine, thankfully, because I care about my health. I care about what I'm putting into my body. I only really want to put into the to my body things that are going to help me. Do I sometimes put candy or chocolate bar or whatever into my body? Yes, I do. I really do. I have the Ultra Echo chocolate, the dark chocolate. Every now and then, I'll break off a little square of it and eat it. I won't sit there and eat like a whole cake or this, that, and the other. I don't do that. But every now and then, I'll have a little snippet of something, and I don't really miss it. I don't miss all the sugar I used to put into my body without even thinking about how much sugar I was putting into my body. So, just doing things like that will help you to start to feel better. Drinking more water each day, just trying to drink more water will help you because it will reduce some of the cravings that you might have for the sweets or for other things. That sometimes when we think we're hungry, it's because we need water. And so if you fill up a little bit on water and you're not eating the foods that you shouldn't be eating, maybe you'll be healthier, right? Talk to your doctor about that. So, all right, so that's it for today. Let's see. Deb said, no, they're not healthy. They can have all other comorbidity issues, joints wearing out, sores on their feet. So sad they just aren't getting it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's hard for people. Again, we're so concerned and distracted by other things. Perhaps we should spend more time focusing on ourselves rather than, politics, what's happening in the Middle East. All that stuff is important. But if you dwell on it and that's all you're thinking about, or you spend most of your time doing that, then you're not focused on your well being. And I think you have to have your well being in place before everything else can be sort of put in its own place for your well being. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching the replay. And thank you again for sharing this with people so that they can think about things that are affecting them and they can decide maybe by listening to this that they need to do something or no, they're just fine. But it's the thought and the focus and asking the real honest questions to yourself that will get you to where you want to be. All right, everybody, thanks so much. We will see you again next week. Until then, take care of yourself. Good health to you, and God bless you. Take